Do you want to sell the wine bottles you have in your collection? You might own a Louis Roederer Cristal Champagne, a Domaine de la Romanique Conti Grand Cru wine, or any other expensive wine. If you don't know when, where, and how to sell it, you could miss out on the lucrative rewards. In this video, we are going to guide you to selling wine. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Additionally, if you attempt to manage the research, valuation, and marketing yourself, the process could get challenging. What is the ideal course of action that will ensure a hassle-free experience and save you a lot of time and effort? You'll understand exactly when to sell your wines, who to sell to, and 5 various selling strategies after reading this article. You'll also learn what the simplest method is for selling wine. The steps involved in selling wine. When selling wine, you would normally follow these steps. Decide when to sell your wine. Choose the appropriate value for your bottles. Discover the ideal selling channel that draws the correct customers. When should you sell your wine? During peak market months, for instance. Ensure that all paperwork and requirements are completed. Deliver the wine to customers through a reputable wine distributor. Let's examine this procedure in more depth. The price of a wine is determined by a number of things. Fine wine always has a blend of intrinsic worth and market value. Before it was bottled, the following elements contributed to its inherent value. The winery's history and reputation. Differentiating the winery, Premier Cru, Grand Cru. Weather conditions and vintage quality. Or the volume of production. Terroir. Techniques for creating wine. Packaging. Critics evaluating and ranking works. Possible aging. Whether it was purchased in advance, in the barrel. After it is bottled, fine wine also has an actual value that develops over time. How many owners has it had in the past? Storage circumstances, for example, in-bond storage or storage in a professional warehouse or cellar. The term provenance can be used to describe the origin, evolution, and storage of wine. For professional wine collectors, provenance is crucial. Therefore, a fine wine with several of these qualities in its favor will be a very worthwhile wager. Investment-grade wines from Bordeaux, Burgundy, and Napa Valley like DRC, Chateau Lafite, and Screaming Eagle are so expensive because of this. You could evaluate the wine independently, but that will need extensive market research, work, and time. Alternatively, hire a trained sommelier or a wine appraiser to perform a professional wine appraisal. Who would then purchase your wines? Knowing this is crucial because you need to understand how to sell to each of them. Your target market for wine sales should include wine merchants, groups of hotels and restaurants, enthusiasts for rare and cult wines, funds for private equity, fans of blue-chip companies, buyers concentrated on a specific winery, area, or grape variety, managers of alternative assets. Be warned that finding the ideal buyer for your wine collection is not simple. Finding purchasers for a single or 2 bottles from your cellar is even more difficult. This is due to the fact that wine buyers typically favor cases of bottles in immaculate shape that are a part of a larger collection that has been meticulously kept. The who, why, and when of wine sales were covered in that. Next, what? Where to buy and sell wine. Depending on how much money you want to make and what kind of customers it will draw, choose your wine selling platform. You have a choice from 5 alternatives. Number 5. Live and online bidding. A reputable physical auction house, such as Sotheby's New York, Christie's, Zacky's or Hart Davis Hart, as well as an online auction site, such as winebid.com, would already have a clientele of affluent fans searching for expensive wines and spirits. Your wines would first be evaluated by the auction house to see if they are suitable for auction sale. The wine would then be evaluated by specialists at the auction house, cataloged, and advertised to potential buyers throughout the world. How to auction off your wine. If you want to sell your wine at a live or online auction like Sotheby's, make sure you have everything ready. Check to see if any wine exchanges or auction houses have recently sold any similar wines. Use websites like LiveX and WineSearcher to research the trends in market price. Make sure you'll make a profit if you sell it right away at Sotheby's or another auction house. Choose the price at which you want to sell. Know how the wine was kept in your cellar and where it was kept before it got to you. Keep in mind that, in most circumstances, you'll be required to pay the auction house a high seller's commission rate. This is determined as a predetermined proportion of the bottle's auction hammer price. Be prepared to pay an additional commission fee for the auction's performance as well. Number 4. Wine e-commerce sites. You can sell direct to consumers to any customer anywhere in the world via online wine marketplaces like K&AMP, L Wines and AMP, Spirits San Francisco and eBay. For buyers, online transactions are more practical than live auctions. Wine buyers like how easy it is to compare prices, purchase wine online, and have the bottles checked by a professional seller crew. You are assessed a set price as a seller, which covers shipping to customers. The drawback is that it won't work for customers who prefer to view the wine bottle before making a purchase. Make sure the online store you select gives the highest priority on bottle quality and safety and provides refunds to customers in the event of damage. Number 3. Market to chains of hotels and restaurants. Another fantastic choice is to sell to a group of hotels or restaurants. You can get around it more easily if you follow these tips. Good advice for wine sales to restaurants. Once you are aware of the many restaurant kinds you ought to seek out, arm yourself with the following helpful advice before going to any of them. Be aware of who to speak with at the hotel or restaurant, sommelier, chef, or beverage manager. Prepare your price points, including your best bottle price, in advance. Find your wine's appropriate place on their alcohol or liquor and wine list. You can use this to help you formulate meeting objectives. To advise food pairings with your wines, be familiar with their food and beverage menu and wine list. Know everything there is to know about the wines you possess. Prepare yourself with technical paperwork, tasting notes, and other papers. Offer rewards, such as wine tastings. Find out how they purchase their wine, liquor, or other alcoholic beverages. Find out how to schedule a tasting with their sommelier staff. Number 2. Give wine to a store that sells alcohol or liquor. You should approach a beer or wine shop, liquor store, or other establishment that sells alcoholic beverages like Brewery Creek Liquor Store in Vancouver, with thorough knowledge of your wines. Be ready with the pricing information. Additionally, be aware of how your product fits into the wine merchant's alcohol assortment. Find out if these wine shops carry a wide variety of alcoholic beverages, popular wine brands, or any particular liquor brands. Offer those from your collection if they only have a limited selection of Pinot Noir and only sell Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. To actively promote alcoholic beverages to customers and modify store displays, make sure the wine or alcohol store has workers. Before you can clinch a sale, you might need to get in touch with them or pay them a few visits. Make it clear that you care about and are committed to selling your wines. Number 1. DIY marketing. When you sell wine on your own, you have control over the bottle price and, in most circumstances, pay very little in wine sales costs. How to market wine yourself. You'll be responsible for conducting your own price research, identifying suitable wine purchasers, and obtaining a wine cellar license. Additionally, consumers will always be hesitant to purchase pricey wines from an unknown supplier. Prior to your buyer purchasing the wine bottles, you must additionally take care of the following legal requirements. To sell wine, you must obtain a liquor license from your state or nation. Obtain state or national authorization before shipping wines to the buyer's area. Verify if wine shipments are permitted in the buyer's nation. Find a reputable shipping business with solid shipping contacts. According to the winery's or the winemaker's specifications, package the wine. Send the wine to your buyer once you've finished all of this. Go the DIY approach, then, only if you already have a buyer in mind and are confident you can see it through to the end. Selling through an auction house or online marketplace is a reliable option among these. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you want to hear from us again, make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.